could you tell us about the Cornerstone subway set? That's a story that I think people would love to hear.
That is what brought us together, was the story of the subway stage. This was the summer of '99. We were not signed. We went to Cornerstone just because we didn't have a stage to play. We just paid to get in, but we brought our stuff with us, and we decided we wanted to play at Cornerstone anyways. And so there's a kind of a food court area, the restaurants. There's a subway tent, and we went and asked them, "Hey, would you mind if we played in front of your tent, like just set up in the grass and played?" And they were like, "No, that'd be fine." So we're like, "Can we send a drop cord in and plug into your power so we have some stuff?" "Oh, sure." So I guess I don't remember. We must have gone into Bushnell and made a bunch of flyers, because I remember there were flyers, but I don't know how we got them. We must have gone into town and gone to the Kinko's and just printed them.
Kinko's, yeah.
But it was like, Philmore live at the subway stage, or at the subway, whatever time, whatever day. It was July 4th. And it said something like, hungry for subs, thirsty for rock, and then it had like this whole thing. And so we passed out like hundreds, thousands of those. I don't know, anyway, so we set up, again, we don't have a PA system, so we borrowed a guitar amp and ran a microphone into it. We plugged in our amps and everything, and we played this set out in the grass in front of Subway, and literally people. So I watched the video today, and I was really, really nervous to watch it, because again, it's those memories you have in your head, and you're like, I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna be like crushed, because it was so dumb and not at all what I remember. And it was very dumb, and it was, but what I saw was just hundreds of people gathered around, and a really, really great energy, a really great vibe. That, like, the music was bad. It was sloppy. I couldn't hear. There was no monitor, so I couldn't hear, and I was super off pitch. We were speeding up and slowing down and playing badly, and all of it. It was not good, not a good performance, but it was our people. All of our friends were around, people we didn't know, but it was like just this little, round, a few hundred people gathered around the subway, and guys are walking out carrying subs. Like, I got a foot long meatball for John. It was just like, it was, and at one point I'm like, hey, can everybody just clear a path so that everybody can get in and out of the subway? I'm like, we want to be a blessing to Subway. We don't want to cut off their business, And at some point, my brother, I remember, was saying, like, are we perpetually out of tune here, or is it just me? And it was like, no, we are just out of tune and really, really bad. But it was just a fun moment, and I'm grateful that I was grateful that my brother had the tape of it. I don't know how he found that, whatever. Yeah. And it's not something I'd ever want to share with the world, but I was really glad to. I sat through all of it. I watched all of it, and it was really hard to watch all of it. But the first 30 seconds, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's like, this is a really fun moment. At some point, I'm playing a guitar solo, and I climb up on top of the guitar. I'm standing up on like a half stack, and like people have to run and stabilize it because it's just flopping all around. But it was just dumb, 20 years old and goofing around, and it was a blast. Super
it's that
fun.
moment in time. It's part of your story. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. If the world doesn't get to see the video, does the world get to see a still from this?
I could maybe find a still.
Okay. A picture of you on top of your
if I could
guitar
cut like 15 seconds of the least worst of it.
That's all we need.
And just give you a little,
That would be amazing.
That's all we need.
The world needs it.
It was fun moment.